What's up, everybody? It's Chris here.
Hey, I'm Gutter. What's up? What's up? What's up? How you doing, Chris?
I'm great, man. I'm great. How about yourself?
I'm doing well today, man. It's Friday.
Yeah,
Happy
man.
about that.
Yeah, you
I
happy
mean, for
about NFTLA next week?
oh yeah,
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 man.
yeah. I can't wait for that. I can't wait for that. And we could start. We could talk about the. Before we get into what we're gonna talk about, let's talk about the events in NFTLA because we gotta because this is gonna be our last show before NFTLA, so we gotta talk about that. I just remembered that just now.
Yeah, yeah.
uh,
So we are going to put a pause on the show next week, obviously, because Gutter is going to be in NFTLA, and so is Trevor, and so is probably a lot of people that watch these. So yeah, we're going to put a pause on the show next week. But did you want to pull up like the Ninjalerts exclusive?
yes,
Sure, sure.
yes.
Do you have it already? Cool.
Here we
Here it
go.
is. You want to talk about it? I'm assuming you're going to go.
Oh yes, so yeah, I'm gonna go there. This Ninja Alerts is gonna be hosting this on March 30th, and this is basically the itinerary. It's free to get in. It's gonna be downtown LA, I believe, and at 3 p.m. There's gonna be a food truck. 4 p.m. drinks and networking. 5 p.m. a DJ party and networking, and then it ends at 8 p.m. So NFT culture is gonna be there. Shadowverse, Cash Punks. So it's gonna be an exciting time. I can't wait to go. It's
I'm
gonna be pretty
jealous,
cool,
man. I'm
man.
jealous. I
Oh
want to be there
yeah,
so
yeah,
bad. But
yeah.
one thing I'm thinking about is that by the time the next event is, maybe I'll even meet more people in the space, so I'll have even like more familiar faces. Because like we get to
Yes,
meet new people every week now with these interviews, so I'm looking forward to that for
yes.
sure.
I'm
Uh,
also looking forward to this interview too, man. That should be cool.
yeah, for sure, for sure. OX, we got OX Jed in the chat. What's up? He says 4 a.m. in Australia. Thank you for watching this at 4 a.m. That's crazy, man.
Oh, thank
Um,
you, thank
So,
you.
real quick, I want to do the introduction, just who brings the show on, and then Gutter and I are going to briefly talk about these NFT scammers charged with jail time, because I mean that's the hot topic this week for sure, or even today. But real quick, I do want to say that this show is brought to you by Ninjalerts. It's a platform that sends you push and email browser notifications, and it also sends it to your smartphone. It allows you to follow your favorite NFT influencers, whales, and well-known smart money with just one click. To get Ninja Alerts, you go to ninjalerts.com with 1A and buy a lifetime pass, and then join the Discord and download the app. And without
All
further
right,
ado,
cool.
let's look at the scam, Gutter. This is nuts,
Yeah,
dude.
this is crazy. I'm kind of happy. This is the first time I'm happy somebody's getting jail time. Like,
Yeah.
it's funny. It's about time because I've been involved in rugs. I know you've been involved in rugs, and this is not like rugs as in oh the NFT project kind of failed over time. This is the true meaning of an NFT rug where you buy in, they promise all this stuff. As soon as you buy in, they delete the Twitter, they delete the Discord, and because they're anonymous, so you can't really track
Hmm.
them, and they just delete everything and transfer the money through Tornado Cash, and they're gone. And then they come back again and they do another one and another one and another one. It's a whole scam. And finally, the DOJ has finally went after these two guys, Andre and Ethan, correct?
Yeah, yeah, that's who it was. There was the NFT project Frosties. Was Frosties ever on your radar? Like, did you ever look at it like, oh, maybe I want to mint that or anything?
Nah, no. I know the Embers was on my radar. That's their next project launching
Okay.
tomorrow.
Wow,
Embers
dude.
launches tomorrow.
I didn't realize
Yes,
that their next project was launching tomorrow. So, man. So
they
you're
got
saying
caught.
you're saying you wouldn't go mint embers?
I might.
Isn't it?
I
Is that?
might.
Would you consider that a decent play? Going for an obvious scam, trying to sell to the next person.
Yeah. No. This is zero. Did you see the Go back to the current value of that.
Yeah,
The current on
it's
OpenSea.
yeah, it's nothing.
That happens a lot with rugs, and not just before this happens. Every time a rug happens, it all goes down to 000, and the ruggers go ahead and make another one. Now, if you lived in like let's say Russia, you might be able to get away with these, but in America, USA is cracking down on this, and I'm very happy about that.
Yeah,
It's
man.
about time. It's not a good feeling when you get rugged, and I don't just mean a failed project. Projects fail all the time, but when they just straight up just delete everything, the Discord, the Twitter, everything is gone. That hurts.
I've been
That
rugged. I've
really
been rugged
hurts.
twice. not hard, I guess, like relatively, but I mean, it hurt. And Gutter and I were just talking about it before. It's like it hurt, but like it made me evaluate projects stronger, not degen as
Hmm.
much. And it also helped with the infamous word taxes because I got rugged. So like that's a complete and total loss. So I mean, it did help with those two things. And speaking of taxes, we have two
The
guys.
big T word.
Yeah, two guys joining us today that don't have to worry about that big T word from where they're from, at least on the individual level. So come on up, Dave and Benny. What's up, guys?
Hey,
Hello,
NFT
everyone.
Butlers in the house.
Hi, nice. Thanks for having
How you,
us.
anytime. How you guys doing?
Great. I'm here in St. Gallen, Switzerland at the moment at a startup conference, so the whole day networking, and now perfect for me ending the day with with you guys here.
Nice,
Well,
More
nice.
it's not
networking.
ending. Actually,
More
the pub
networking,
crawl will start
getting that
after.
brand out there.
Nice. How's it like in I almost said Australia because OXJet is it's from Australia. How's it in Switzerland right now? Is it cold? What's the weather like? How's spring over there?
Actually, spring is here since 2 days, so finally sunny and it's we're still in the mountains. It's still a bit colder, but the sun is here. The spring is here. Like feels good. It's a perfect
Okay,
moment to
cool.
be in halls networking the whole day, right?
Yeah, this is gonna be the easiest networking you're gonna do today. Uh, so before we get started into the NFT Butler. Just walk us back. How did you guys get involved into NFTs? Like, when was that aha moment for you guys for jumping into the space?
Well, I let Benny tell you this because he jumped in a little bit earlier than me and dragged me in.
He dragged you in.
Yes.
So this is your fault, Benny. You
Yes,
did this.
sort of. I actually know Dave since kindergarten, and we were always big in gaming, in the early days. Played some Warcraft 3 and Diablo, and yeah, since 2 years I'm drawn to the crypto and NFT space. So first crypto, I love the technology, decentralization, and like a year ago I got dragged into the NFT space as well. First, I didn't fully understand it, but I followed a lot of projects. So one of the first projects I followed is my profile picture, the Crypto Cannabis Club.
Triple
Um,
C's.
yes, always loved weed and gaming, so I felt drawn to it. And we both come from the gaming space, and we always wanted to create a startup company together, and this really feels like our space. So Discord community, we both work in IT services and IT automation since like 12 years for big enterprise companies here in Switzerland, and now we finally bring all these things together, NFT, gaming, community building, and we want to build proprietary services to make everyone's life better here in the NFT space.
So why did you guys create NFT Butler? How did that idea come about?
Yeah,
So that's
so
NFTButler.io, correct?
exactly, yes.
Correct.
Okay.
So first, we built some IT services for NFT collection creators, like sales and listings bot, Discord bots, and all that kind of stuff. And then we thought, okay, so there you can make so much money in the NFT space, and everyone is gambling with those NFTs. So let's make a full-fledged, full automation NFT trading tool for everyone, easy to access with a fancy UI. Because at the time when we started, like November last year, there was only shady browser automation tools out there. So we thought, let's pick some of our favorite developers and make a proper application to make the NFT trading game very easy and let everyone participate in it. So we actually built the tool first for us, and then we share it with the community so everyone can participate in it.
And this is a bidding bot, correct? On OpenSea?
Yes, exactly. So it's a bulk bidding bot for OpenSea. We actually use the official APIs and SDK, so it's not browser automation. We work closely with OpenSea. We have also an official partnership request with them, since we are not doing anything shady. We really build a proper application. So you can do out of the box with NFT Butler, you can process up to 1,000 bits an hour on any collection you want
Wow,
on the Ethereum blockchain on OpenSea, and you can speed up NFT Butler up to 4,000 bits per hour, basically.
four
Um,
thousand. Wow, that's a
yeah,
lot of bids.
right. There are actually some limitation when it comes to bidding, so you cannot have more than 10,000 active bits per wallet and not allocate more than 1,000 times your funds per wallet. But you can add as many wallets as you want in NFT Butler, so we are working around those limits, and it depends all on your funds, right? The more you play with, the more bits you can process with NFT Butler.
I just want to commend you guys at doing a good job at like marketing as well. I mean, one, you're here, but also like, I mean, it looks like you got your website, obviously, Discord, Medium article, and I even saw that you have like a YouTube. It's where you're like going over everything. So I mean, it's pretty nice to be able to hit all those avenues of marketing. And is the conference you're at right now, Dave, is that an NFT related conference?
It's not specifically for NFTs. It's actually a conference that well, I found. I started the project for this conference about 10 years ago. Now I'm here more as a guest and like alumnus of the university. But there were quite some names today here as well from the NFT space. There was the founder of Upland was here, and several others having some speeches and networking. CryptoTicker.io, which is one of the bigger news, crypto news here in Europe, was also here. So some really great networking for me. It was cool to show them solution and what we are building and what we are, where we want to go. And yeah, like I'm happy. 2 successful days, and I hope some cool collabs come out of it.
Cool, man. I love
Oh,
it. So
cool.
did you have any more questions, or did you want to move into like what they do, like viewing the project, or I didn't know if you had anything
Yeah,
else.
I want to know a little bit more about this
Sure.
project. Like, what are the successes? What do we, if I to was to get a membership for this, like, what are the expected returns? Like, how much would I be making per week flipping this? How do you use this? Let's just start with that. How do you use this tool?
So every day I stay up, and first thing in the morning while having my coffee, I start a few tasks and a few collections, starting mass bidding. And then I'm just sitting there right now, still on my 9 to 5 job, but I will quit that very soon and do NFT Butler and the whole project full time starting in June.
I mean, you
And
clicked already, so it's just
yes,
yeah, you're
I
just
already
waiting.
quit
Oh,
here in
you already put
Switzerland.
in your notice.
Yes. But here in Switzerland, you have to wait 3 months. It's a safety feature on both
Ah,
sides.
oh, 3 months. Oh
Yes.
my God, it's 2 weeks over here.
Oh
Yeah, I know.
shit!
That's crazy,
I
dude.
want this.
I would still trade it with. I
Not
would
the
still trade
taxes
it.
though.
I would trade it for no taxes. I'll work an extra
Yeah.
3 months.
Yeah, yeah. For the crypto tax, it's very. That's a good tax haven for crypto, correct?
Yeah, we don't pay any tax on profit gains, either from cryptocurrency or from NFTs. So as an individual, you don't pay any taxes from those gains. Also, if you trade with stocks and stuff, you don't pay any taxes on your gains. That's really awesome here in Switzerland.
Nuts, dude, nuts. If only.
Yeah, so
Okay. Yeah. So then back. So we went on a little bit of a tangent. Yeah. Back to this tool. So
yes.
yes. How do we use it?
So after starting your tasks, NFT Butler will basically work for you. So it will process your bits, as I said, up to 4,000 bits per hour, and then once every maybe day or two, you get lucky and the bid gets accepted, maybe 30 to 40% below the floor price, and then you will get a notification from your wallet. So actually, you can use Ninjalerts for this, right? So just subscribe for your wallets, and you will get a push notification on your mobile. And what you will do is basically go to your wallet, list the NFT for the current floor price, and make a profit of about 200 to 400 bucks. So it's not a holder strategy. It's really about shaking those paper hands or whoever is in need of fast liquidity, and then immediately sell the NFT, within a few hours for the current floor price and make some nice profit. And depending on the week, I do about between 500 and 1,000 bucks per week right now. It depends a little bit. Sometimes I'm very lucky and maybe I make 6 flips a week and 2,000 bucks, and then maybe another week I don't get anything. So it's still a little bit of a gamble, but it feels like gaming, because whenever a bit is accepted and you can flip it for some profit, you get this small dopamine flash, and it's just an awesome feeling.
Yeah, I like that dopamine flash. Mine is usually when you catch a rare, like when you mint something very rare. Oh my god! Especially if it's a good project. If it's not a rug,
I don't know that feeling.
then
This happens also with bidding. Like
Yes.
sometimes you are super lucky, and for unexplainable reasons, someone lets something way too rare go, and that's
o-
also makes you
I
happy.
okay.
I actually just got a bit accepted between our Twitter space and this live stream here, which was very rare, and I didn't realize it, so I flipped it for like 400 bucks profit. But
Nice.
Cool.
now we got listed for double the price, and I didn't spot it's one of the rarest
What
of the whole
project?
collection.
What project is
Um, it
No,
was Adam's Bomb Club or something. I can
Sweet.
show it afterwards on Twitter.
Awesome. Congrats on that.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
thanks.
So, have you, has you or your community had the issue where like somebody accepts a bid, but it was hacked? It was a stolen wallet. When they start accepting bids and siphoning off different collections. Have you guys ever had that issue through this?
Well, to be honest, I wouldn't call it an issue for us. For us, it's just lucky bits accepted, right? But yes, we've seen that in the past, those events. So when you're bidding on the entire collection and the account is sadly hacked, basically what they will do is they will try to monetize all the NFTs in that wallet. So they will accept whatever bid is on all those NFTs in that wallet. So we have seen reports of our users where, low bits were accepted by a hacked wallet, and then you suddenly have a bunch of NFTs, and you're not part of the hack since you were just used to get liquidity of those NFTs, but it
Yes.
still feels strange because you get them cheap. So we were discussing it in our community. Once you flip it, if proper manners would be that you maybe share some of the profit with the original holder, but yeah,
But no.
it, it depends on yeah, whoever can decide what they will do, right? It depends on your gut feeling, of course.
So your community hasn't has a problem yet with flipping those, because I've heard that OpenSea actually, whenever a specific NFT gets reported as stolen, they kind of stop every activity on that specific NFT. So you can't list it, you can't bid on it, you can't do anything on that platform. Has your community ever got into that issue yet, or not? Not
Not
yet.
exactly, but I guess, for those blueprint projects, that might be an issue, but it depends on how much funds you're playing with. So I usually bid with wallets with maybe 2 or 3 wrapped Ethereum on it. So I'm not bidding on like Bored Ape Yacht Club, and I guess it would be a different game if you get a Bored Ape at 10 ETH instead of 100 ETH. So
Yeah,
usually with
that's a whole
smaller.
different game.
Yeah, right. So yeah. So with smaller collections, we
Okay.
didn't have that issue so far.
Okay, and it's very, very consistent. I like that. So, how do you go about choosing what collections to bid on? Like, what's your process?
Um, I can show that afterwards as well. So we have a collection scanner in our Discord. It's something we coded ourselves. It's basically a Discord bot which just scans the 1100 biggest collections on OpenSea every hour, and then filters them based on some safety measurements. So basically what we check, how old is the collection? Is it at least 30 days old? Is it stable? what are the daily and 7-day average sale count. So we want to see at least 20 sales per day to make sure once a bid is accepted, you can flip the NFT rather quickly, since there is a lot of trading going on in this collection. We also check how did the price change over the last 7 days. And actually, from a psychological point of view, you are going to have much more success if the floor price is slightly dropping, not too fast, but slightly, because people holding on to those NFTs might get into FUD, or you will find more paper hands if the collection is slightly dropping. So we can make money of both, right? So in a bear market, you can grab NFTs really quick with bidding, and in a bull market, you will see new projects popping up everywhere, which again gives more opportunity for bidding for everyone.
So you go after new projects as well, or you generally stay with older projects?
Everyone has a different strategy, or some of our users, they go right after mint. We also have a small tool in Discord where you can actually retrieve all tokens after minting with certain trades. So you can also try to sniper bid. So basically bid on all the freshly minted tokens with gold skin or something like that.
Oh, so you could filter by a trait to bid with your
Right
tool.
now, it's not incorporated in NFT Butler in the UI, but we have a solution in Discord. So you can, in
Oh,
Discord, you
okay.
can say, give me all the tokens with a certain trait, and then you copy that list of token IDs into NFT Butler when you create the task, and then say, I want to only do bits on tokens with this trait, basically, yes.
Okay. So when you said you was gonna show us these things later on afterwards, do you mean after the stream or
In the stream,
like?
live, I have my screen
Oh,
ready.
show us right now. That's what we're doing. You were saying later on. I'm wondering, like, hey, you're explaining it. I'm like, you
Go
just
for it,
show
Benny.
us.
Go for it.
Now it's later on, perfect. Okay, so
Yes.
so what you see here is the UI of NFT Butler. You can see I have a bunch of tasks which are already processed here. A task basically consists on a collection. You can also retrieve the current collection stats. So you see what is the floor price, what are the royalties, what is your current profit span with this task running, and some other stats.
Does it?
Um,
Sorry to interrupt, but does this list for you, or you have to manually go list it yourself?
you can retrieve the stats whenever you click on the stats icon here. So that's just the stats of this task, which I was running yesterday for the Wolf game Genesis Islands.
Okay. So when your bids are accepted, you have to manually go relist these items.
Yes, right now I
Okay.
processed here 10,000 bits with a minimum bid price of 0.17 ETH and a maximum bid price of 0.22 ETH and the outbidding of 1%. So whenever someone already bid on the token which is being processed, I'm going to outbid him by 1%, but never bid more than 0.22 ETH. So this is where this profit span is calculated. So the minimum profit
Okay.
span would be actually the floor price minus the royalties compared to my maximum bid price.
Okay, that
And
makes
that's what
sense.
I usually aim for. I usually aim for about 0.1 ETH profit span, but because that's where people accept bits and you still have some nice profit span and also some room if the floor is slightly dropping in the meantime.
So you never hold anything longer than what, 24 hours?
Yeah, usually within 1 day the flip is. So the flip I did, I can actually show this here. That was really just an hour ago. So I got a bit accepted. This one here, as I said, it was one of the rarest, and
By the hundreds?
I flipped it within like 10 minutes. So this is the bit which was
Nice.
accepted, and this is what I sold it for.
Heck yeah, that's
So you
awesome.
guys are super paper hands, like supreme. You just got accepted and flipped right away.
Exactly.
We go by
Yeah,
volume,
that's kind
right?
of
Like
cool.
just flip it through.
So this was
Yeah, is
from the
that
same task yesterday evening. So I got another one yesterday evening, and it did exactly the same. It's really,
Cool.
it's not about holding on. You can also use NFT Butler, of course, for your favorite collection and just get some more NFTs, maybe a little bit below the floor price, and don't pay gas for it. But the strategy I'm running here is really get bids 30% below the floor and flip it immediately for some profit.
That was an
nice?
important point, Benny, that you don't have to pay gas for doing bids. And also, if the bid is accepted, the seller will pay the gas. So, Bidder's life is an easy life. You actually never sell, you never have to pay gas unless you list the NFT for the first time and it has never been listed before when you're selling. But usually, you're gas free.
Oh,
Exactly.
nice. And how is the security for this tool? Is it well secured, or because you have to connect your wallet so you can make these bids, correct?
Yes. So basically, what you will do to set it up is you will add your Infura keys. So this is an API we
You
use.
don't have to show us the. You're not gonna show
It's
us anything sensitive, are you?
no, I'm not
No,
gonna.
no, no.
I do AMA
Oh,
sessions
okay.
every week, so I'm used to what I can share and what.
Oh,
It's all
perfect.
Oh,
blanked
okay,
out.
nice. Okay,
So
just send me your C phrase though.
so we are we are working in IT since 12 years in IT security and automation, so our focus is really security. The whole way we build this
Okay.
architecture is focused around security. So it's actually an app you install on your computer, and the main reason for this is all your private data like these here and also your wallets are going to be stored encrypted on your client only. All those secrets, they are not never going to be sent over the internet or to our backend, since we don't want to be responsible for your private keys. It should remain encrypted on your side, and that's how we built the whole architecture of this application. So
Nice.
Sweet. Awesome.
first thing you're going to add is your Infura project ID, which is it's free of charge. You can add one here, and this is used to process your bits on the Ethereum blockchain. Then you will add your wallet, you will give it a name and add your private key. We are also not asking for the seed phrase. That's very important because with the seed you have all the accounts under the seed. So just a single wallet with the private key. You're going to add it. It just shows the public address here, and you can see your funds allocated in this wallet. So you can now follow me and see what I'm bidding for on those wallets. And you can optionally also add your own OpenSea API key, which will unlock multiple tasks for you. So once you buy NFT Butler, you can immediately run a maximum of one task, so about 1000 bits per hour. And if you add your own OpenSea API keys, you can basically unlock more speed. So with one OpenSea API key, you can run two tasks in parallel, like we will do in a minute. And if you add another OpenSea API key, you can actually run four tasks in parallel to a maximum throughput of 4000 bits per hour.
Nice. And this you really need hot wallets to do these, and you can't you wouldn't be able to use a hardware wallet, correct?
No, it's really, you need to add the private key here. So the application uses this private key from the encrypted secret store to process your bits. Otherwise, you would have to click to sign the transaction on every bit. So it's really about automation, but we want to make sure private keys are stored encrypted on your side.
Okay, cool. Yeah, show some more. Well, what else are you? How do
Sure.
you? I still want to know how you go about choosing these different NFTs to bid on. Like you
Sure.
have Wolf Game on there, Adam Bomb Squad on there. Like, how do you do that research?
Maybe this would be a future integration with something like Ninjalerts too, is being able to see those
Oh,
trending projects and
Yes,
then
exactly.
choosing from those trending projects.
That was our idea as well. I think Ninjalerts and NFT Butler would be the perfect wedding because you have all the alerts, all the whales data, what is going on, who is using what collection, and then you can use NFT Butler to maybe grab of some of those trending NFTs below the floor price or very cheap. Exactly.
and even
So
going a step further, you could script things on certain pins. You want to do that action as soon as we have, you know, also the auto selling incorporated, which will soon be part of the application. So our dream is really to automate as much as possible. You just choose the collection, and getting it, flipping it, selling it, we do all the rest automated. So if we now have a tool giving us the right pings and you script this your way, that would be the perfect,
Yeah,
scenario. Like,
passive income.
yeah.
Yes. So what we can see here is basically my Discord. So those are the holders channel in the NFT Butler Discord. So if you're a lifetime member holding one of our NFT Butler NFTs, you're going to have access to these channels. And this is the collection scanner bot I was talking about earlier. So every hour we basically scan the 1100 biggest collections, and we will post the collection stats here if certain criteria is met. So the collection needs to be at least 30 days old. It will only post these collections if there is at least a profit span of 30% between the current floor price minus royalties and the current bid level. It will only post collections if the total supply holder ratio is below 4. It will add a green tick if the 1-day average price is dropping compared to the 7-day average price. So that's the psychological point about it. It will only post collections if there are at least 10 sales on the last day and 70 sales on the last 7 days. So this is, if you're new to the game, you will basically go here, scroll through these collections, pick one you like, and then start bidding on it. In the beginning, this was all manual work, so we thought, okay, let's bring more value to the community and automate the scanning of collections just to give some ideas what people can bid on. So
Oh, nice. So it's all automated.
yeah, it's all automated. It parses the 1100 biggest collections every hour, and then it will just continue to post them here in the channel, and you're just gonna scroll through it and pick one you like and start bidding on it.
Oh, I like that. It's kind of takes a lot of like pressure out of the because right now we have to do our research on every single NFT project and see if it's moving up or down. This thing just tells you the different criteria we're looking for in terms of sales. That,
Exactly.
that makes it so easy. Nice.
And the cool thing is, it's really noob friendly. Like, we started about 2 months ago, like went live and had people in the first Ask Me Anything session that never ever flipped before, and were total noobs to the whole thing. And just going to the success channel, and you will find 20 posts just of this one guy that was there in the very first evening listening to us. And this channel, I just scrolled after our spaces today, I scrolled a little bit through this channel, and you keep scrolling, you just keep scrolling and see the community successes. And this is the best marketing we can have. It's just, we have happy customers. Most of them get, after a few weeks, they're out of their investment, and
Nice.
Yeah, that's
like,
awesome.
keep on going, and we build more features. So get early in and keep growing with us. Like, it's a no-brainer.
So like
Well,
the what's the highest you recommend to set it, like 30% of the floor, or would you be like, would 40% profit be too
Um,
much to be asking for?
No, it's not easy to answer, I think, because
yeah.
both can work. Both can work. Like today, I think I had like 3 successes. Like, I got 3 little dust breakers with very small profit because the floor price just dropped. So I went more risky. But
Mm.
sometimes I go just 50, 60% of the floor price in, and someone sells. So it's a gamble. The closer you get to the floor price, the more you will get. But you never know. You never know what happens. It's still gambling,
yeah.
partially, right?
What's the minimum amount of WETH that you think you would need to like get started with a tool like this? Like obviously after purchasing the tool.
Yeah,
I
so
recommend. Oh, sorry,
yeah,
Benny.
yeah, that's a question we often got asked from new members, right? And I think Dave, right? We recommend between zero point 0.5 and 1 ETH at least.
Yes, because I think the smallest collections that are where you make nice gains, they are maybe a floor price of between 0.1 and 0.2, and usually a typical size is 10K NFTs. So, because OpenSea has this restriction that you cannot bid more than 1,000 times the wrapped Ethereum of your wallet, you end up with needing 0.5 Ethereum if you want to bid 10,000 times on something with 0.005 bit, and you want flip it for 0.1. So that is the recommended noob size. Get 0.5 Ethereum on your wallet, do 10,000 bits, and try to flip it for 0.1.
Cool.
Nice.
Awesome. Yeah, that would be
Yes.
my first thought as somebody coming in is what's my required barrier to entry, because you're of course buying the pass, and then you're how much do I want to convert, and be able to use. So that's a good answer.
Yeah.
Wait, does this tool protect you from, let's say there's a scam, a news of a scam or a rug, and then the price just starts tanking? Would this tool protect you from, like, or would it show you that something nefarious is going on with this particular NFT project?
So the
Like when you
scanner would
calculate the sales.
so th- so this scanner here would exclude it if the floor is below zero point 0.1 ETH. So then it wouldn't such post the collection anymore. There is still a risk when you create your task and the floor is dropping below your profit spend here, right? So here I have 0.14 ETH or 0.08 ETH profit spend. So if the floor suddenly drops by to below 0.22, I wouldn't be in profit anymore. So that's still a risk. What you can do if you notice this, you can just unwrap your wrapped Ethereum on this wallet to Ethereum, and then none of your bits are going to be acceptable anymore, because
Oh,
you don't
okay.
have the funds in this wallet anymore where you process the bits. And that's also a feature we are currently looking into to automate it. So it's one of our top 3 priority features we are currently working on, that you can actually, when you create a task, you can say, if the floor drops below my profit span, automatically unwrap all my wrapped Ethereum, so none of my bits are acceptable anymore. So we want to bring safety to the community. If a collection drops in price, you can NFT Butler will take care to your bits are not going to be acceptable anymore. But right now,
Okay.
this is you still have to track it. But usually we only bid on the very famous collections which are very stable. Also, if I pick a collection here, so let's take Gambling Apes for example, then
Just while you're looking for it,
mhm.
one thing that just came to my mind. Another reason to have NFT Butler automatically unwrap your ETH could also be that you're tracking an influence and you want to sell the moment this guy sells. Like, if we have it in place, why not also get the ping from Ninjalerts and automatically sell when this guy sells? So just a future idea. So the ideas are there.
Yeah. So usually when I pick a collection here in the collection scanner, I always open it, right? It's linked. So first what I want to do is I'm gonna check how does the price structure and the graph look like, and that's something I really like to see. So this one had maybe a peak before 90 days and now is slowly dropping, but it's still very stable. So there is, this project is legit, but maybe here it's gonna nag in people's minds. So maybe there are some paper hands. I usually also scroll through the activity so I can see there are already some paper hands selling them.
Oh, this is trading at point four now? I remember when it
Yes,
launched, and I kind of faded it, and it ran up. I
yes, I
remember when
saw
it
it.
ran up because I didn't
And
I didn't hop in, so now it's all the way down now.
it's now fading slowly, right? And paper hands are there. You
Yeah.
can see bits are accepted at 0.3, 0.26, 0.38. So I think that would be a good collection to do bits on. Let's see what the collection scanner said. He said current bid level is about 0.25. Outbidding level would be about 0.26. So, and I also can still see, yeah, okay. So I see daily sales be just right to 10. I would still feel comfortable because it's very stable 10. So I would still do it. But usually I like here to see at least 20 sales per day just to make sure once I get a bit accepted, I can sell it rather quickly. But we can see. So this guy here got a bit accepted at 0.3 and he sold it here at 0.38. So it's already proven, okay, you can still flip these NFTs. Here the same 0.26 to 0.38. So I think that's the perfect collection to do bits on. So we can grab it, go to NFT Butler, create a new task. If it's the collections lock, then it's a collection of 7,707 items. So I'm going to bid on all the tokens. I can enable the outbidding feature and say, let's say I want to try to get it at 0.25 to have some nice profit. And my maximum bid is going to be 0.295. And I'm going to outbid whenever there is already a bid by 1%, and my bids should be valid for at least 12 hours. So I'm going to create this task. You can also choose the wallet, which should be used for the bids. I already have a task with this name, so new name. So here we have my task. I'm going to play it. So it goes up to my running queue. You can also queue up as many tasks as you want. So if you have multiple tasks, you can fill up your queue, go to sleep. And once this task finishes, NFT Butler will just pick up the next one. And hopefully by tomorrow morning, you got some cheap NFTs in your wallet. And it will also provide full transparency. So you can see what jobs are currently waiting in the queue. You can see your completed jobs. You can see what was the current highest offer, what was your offer price, when was the bid created, when is it going to expire. Yeah, so you have full transparency. You can also search for your token ID. And now it's really just waiting 7 hours until all the bids are processed, and just wait for your push notification on your mobile until you get an NFT.
Sweet. I love it. The closest thing I've ever had to this was are you familiar with like the KuCoin bot? It's not as advanced, but it's for crypto, and it is very similar. You basically set your buy and then you set your
Yeah.
sell, and it kind of runs for you. But being able to integrate this in the NFT space is really cool. Something I imagine that was not easy to pull off. But yeah, I love it, man. We are kind of coming to the end. Is there any last thing, Gutter, any last questions, or Dave or Benny, any last things that you guys want to point out or say?
No, I was gonna say like, no, I was gonna say it would be this tool makes things a lot very easy and automated. Like you don't have to think about it. You don't have to think about, oh, do I like the picture? Do I like the community? Like it kind of cuts down on everything we do as NFT traders. If you just want to automate it, make it all like mechanical and just automated. One thing I do want, specific thing I would want for this thing to be able to do is to be able to list the NFTs after it's accepted. Would that be ever possible to integrate that to automatically just list what you've bought?
Totally, and it's one of the next like top three priorities we're gonna release. And like my dream is really that a user just chooses the picture that he wants to bid on. He gets, and we're not yet sure like how far we will go with suggestions. We have something in place that works for us for inspiration. You pick a collection, and but we could go way more sophisticated there. But I think we prefer to partner up. And the user just chooses a picture, and buys and sells happen automatically with our bot. Like we are here to automate um, everything you need to do to flip. And that's our mission.
But you guys do know that the community hates you guys, right? Every community hates, like really hates you guys, like every single one of them, because you guys, because they always complain. I don't know if you guys have seen like communities when they complain like, oh, you're so paper hand, you just bought it and you sold it for this much, like you need to wait longer type thing. Like you guys ever like get that barrage on your timeline? Not on your tool, obviously. Your tool is making people money.
but I think, you know, communities are like this usually like very early after mint, right? They're super. I have to feel. That's my impression. That, but you know, we filter out the early projects and usually only bid on things that are already less volatile. And you know, I would say that's free royalties. You know, like everyone profits. We bring liquidity
Yeah.
into the projects, right?
Yeah, but Diamond Hands don't want you guys to sell ever. You know, what the
That's true.
community
That's
wants you to hold and stay and not go anywhere until the floor goes all the way up. But you know,
that's true.
that's not gonna, that doesn't always happen. But
Yeah.
yeah, that was all the questions I pretty much had for NFC Butler.
One thing
Do you
that
guys
I
have anything?
need to, yeah, one thing that I need to add is we had you know, whitelist price at 0.5, and now we are at 0.7. And just in a few days, correct me if I'm wrong, Benny, but I think it's the 26th. We will actually go to 1 Ethereum price for the tool. Um, Please correct me if I'm wrong, Benny.
It's like in
Days?
5 days. So our
In
current
5 days.
listing
Okay.
on point 0.7 is going to expire at like the 30th of March exactly.
Okay. So end of March.
It could turn to the website so it could just show visually.
Got it.
There we go.
Exactly.
Exactly. So just giving this information here to everyone who's interested. If you're interested, grab it before we raise the price. Obviously, that's something that we have incorporated with this increasing price because we want to reward the early investors that believe in our project. And you know, we keep building, we keep bringing new features, and people that have the NFT Butler actually keep it and don't sell it. So it's something that we will keep doing as long we are allowed to just keep building and go up with the price.
Cool, man.
And
I
if
love
I
it.
if I spent 1 ETH on this product, how long would I take to make my money back if I'm working with 0.5 Ethereum to play with?
It depends. So our users reported between 2 and 4 weeks. It depends a bit on how heavily you use it, if you use an OpenSea API key. But I think it's easy. If you really use it every day and it takes maybe an hour per day, then you can easily make your money back within 2 to 3 weeks, I think.
That's a good investment.
And also, it's an NFT lifetime license, right? So we are building on this product. So the lifetime license, your initial investment is not going to be lost. You can anytime sell this NFT lifetime license to someone else, right?
That's true.
And
That's
it's
very
going to
true.
go up in price. There is only 1,000 minted. We are not going to sell more than 300 in the next, 3 to 6 months. So we also want to make sure everyone has a great experience and our system is stable, so we are not releasing them too quickly just to make sure everything runs smooth.
Oh,
It's a
nice.
no-brainer to join, right?
Well, if you could get your investment back in 3 weeks, then yeah, yeah, that's a good investment. So yeah, that's all the questions I have. Chris, you any more?
No,
You
no,
got
I think we covered all bases, man. Thank you guys, Dave and Benny, for being on, sharing the project, and yeah, I mean, I think it's really cool. I don't have 0.7 ETH sitting around right now, or I would probably snag one today. Yeah, but yeah, I mean, it's really cool, and I would hope to maybe be able to get in one day. So thank you
Um,
guys for coming up.
One thing I
Yeah,
need to
what's up?
add, like the if you have any questions about the product, Discord GG/NFT Butler. Benny and I are there. We are always welcoming newbies that have questions. So we are there to answer all your questions.
Would
Sweet.
you guys be running a giveaway anytime in the future?
Yeah, we do, especially collabs. So I think one thing that will happen soon will be a Ninja Alert specific giveaway or
Nice.
whitelist. So
I like that
uh,
Ninjalerts giveaway. Gutter, we have a chance.
It would have been cool if we did this early on, so we could do giveaways on the show while live.
We can always
But
come back to it.
next time,
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
next time.
I mean,
So-
that would increase the viewers, right?
Oh, for
Yeah,
sure. Absolutely.
people love free stuff, man.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having us. It was really great.
Yeah, thanks
Thank
for
you
being
guys
here.
for stopping
And
by.
Thank you.
yeah,
Bye bye.
have a good